In the animal kingdom, few creatures command as much respect as bears. Among the most formidable of them are the polar bear and the Kodiak bear. Each is a symbol of power and survival in its own domain, yet they are starkly different in their adaptations and lifestyles. But what if these two titans were to meet in a head-to-head clash? Who would reign supreme? Let's explore their physical attributes, behavioral traits, and combat potential to answer this intriguing question. The polar bear, often called the king of the Arctic, is the largest bear species on Earth. Adult males can weigh between 900 and 1,500 pounds, with some reaching up to 1,700 pounds in peak conditions. They stand at about 5 feet tall at the shoulder and up to 10 feet long when standing upright. Built for the icy tundra, their massive paws and thick fur help them navigate harsh environments, while a layer of blubber provides insulation. The Kodiak bear, a subspecies of the brown bear found on the Kodiak archipelago in Alaska, is equally massive. Adult males weigh between 1,200 and 1,500 pounds, but the largest recorded individuals can tip the scales at over 1,600 pounds. They stand at around 5 feet tall at the shoulder and can reach 11 feet when upright. Kodiak bears are muscular and robust, with thick, powerful limbs built for digging and fighting. In terms of size, both bears are evenly matched, but the polar bear's longer build gives it a slight edge in reach, while the Kodiak bear's compact and muscular frame makes it sturdier. Polar bears are solitary hunters, relying on stealth and patience to ambush seals on the ice. Their intelligence is apparent in their ability to adapt to changing ice conditions and strategize their hunts. However, they are opportunistic and will scavenge or fight for food when necessary. Kodiak bears, on the other hand, are omnivorous and more versatile in their diet. They feed on fish, plants, and even scavenged carcasses. While they are typically less aggressive than polar bears, Kodiak bears are territorial and will fiercely defend their space if threatened. The polar bear's predatory nature makes it more aggressive by default, while the Kodiak bear's adaptability and defensive instincts give it a balanced temperament. In a fight, raw power and strategy are key. The polar bear's primary weapon is its massive paws, capable of delivering bone-crushing blows. Its claws, nearly 2 inches long, can rip through thick hides, and its sharp teeth are designed for tearing meat. Polar bears also have a powerful bite force of about 1,200 psi, making their jaws deadly tools in combat. The Kodiak bear's strength lies in its sheer muscular build. Its claws, though slightly shorter, are curved and effective for gripping and slashing. The Kodiak bear's bite force rivals that of the polar bear, around 1,100 psi, and its powerful limbs allow it to grapple effectively. In a close-range fight, the Kodiak bear's wrestling ability could give it an edge, while the polar bear's striking power and reach make it a formidable opponent. The environment could play a decisive role in this battle. In the Arctic tundra, the polar bear's familiarity with icy terrain would give it a clear advantage. Its thick fur and blubber make it more resistant to cold, and its wide paws provide stability on slippery surfaces. In a forested or mountainous region, the Kodiak bear would excel. Its shorter, stronger legs make it more agile on uneven ground, and its omnivorous diet ensures it can thrive in various conditions. On neutral ground, like an open plain, the fight would depend entirely on their physical and behavioral traits rather than environmental advantages. Imagine a standoff in a wide, neutral terrain. The polar bear approaches first, its white coat blending with the snow patches. Its massive paws leave deep imprints as it moves with calculated aggression. The Kodiak bear, slightly more cautious, stands its ground, letting out a deep growl as a warning. The polar bear charges, swiping with its powerful paw. The Kodiak bear rears up, meeting the blow head-on with its own massive arm. The impact echoes across the clearing, but neither backs down. The polar bear lunges, aiming to bite the Kodiak bear's neck, but the Kodiak counters with a swipe to its side, pushing the polar bear back. The two engage in a brutal exchange of blows, each using their immense strength to overpower the other. The polar bear's reach allows it to land more strikes, but the Kodiak bear's compact frame absorbs the damage better. The Kodiak closes the distance, grappling with the polar bear and delivering a crushing bite to its shoulder. The polar bear roars in pain but retaliates with a swipe to the Kodiak's face, leaving deep gashes. After a prolonged and grueling fight, both bears are exhausted, but the Kodiak bear's resilience and grappling skills give it the edge. It pins the polar bear to the ground and delivers a decisive blow, claiming victory. While the polar bear's aggression and reach make it a dangerous adversary, the Kodiak bear's sturdiness and close combat skills would likely give it the upper hand in most scenarios. However, in an icy environment, the polar bear could turn the tables with its superior adaptability. In this clash of titans, the winner would depend on the battlefield and the circumstances of the fight. What's your verdict? Do you think the polar bear could outmatch the Kodiak bear, or does the brown bear's tenacity reign supreme? Share your thoughts below.